All right, guys. So 6A today. That's what we're up to, 6A. So we're moving away from the unit circle, chapter 5. We're looking at some non-right angle trigonometry, chapter 6. And then we're going to move back to a little bit of the unit circle in chapter 7. So chapter 6 is a short chapter. It's fun, it's practical. My plan today, I'm not going to be here in the second half of the lesson. My wife's got a dentist appointment, so I've got to go home. But let's go through 6A. We'll probably do a few questions from it, and we may look at 6B. I'll see how people feel about it. But definitely we get through 6A. So in 6A, we're talking about the area of triangles, right? And so hopefully we can remember from sort of primary school, you start to learn some area formulas. The area of a triangle is half the base times the height. All triangles are half of the square, right? Half of a rectangle. So this is the base and this is the height. The area of our first triangle here, half times base times height, or you might remember it as base times height divided by 2. Either's fine. So here it's going to be half times 4 times 5. So that's half of 20, it'll be 10. And whenever we're talking about area, right, we're talking about how many units squared. So here are units centimetres. And so what that means, right, like this is pretty basic, but along here, there's 4 centimetres, right? 3, 4. And if we have an area of 10 centimetres squared, what it means is that 10 of these squares that are 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre can fit inside this shape. Okay, that's what area means. All right, let's move on to the next one. We've got here a non-right angle triangle. We've got some unknown height. Like we're given a base, but we're not given its height, okay? Or you could look here and say we're given that base, but we're not given the height. And so we've got an alternative formula. This one's going to be new, all right? The area is equal to half AB sine theta, okay? And so if we have any triangle, and we have the two sides, and the angle between them has to be the angle between them. So there may be some circumstances where you need to work out the other angles. Has to be the angle between them. The area is half AB sine theta. So in this circumstance, half times 12 times 13 times sine of 37. Now you need to make sure we've got angle in degrees. Make sure your calculator's in degrees. Remember, we're competent at flipping between the two. All right, so we'll punch that in. So we've got 0.5 times 12 times 13 times sine 37. We've got 46.94. And then our unit was meters, I think. So our area is in meters squared. All right, very good. So that's 6A. So I'm just gonna, if you look at the front on the checklist, there's quite a few questions there. We won't do them all. I'm just gonna highlight a few I'd like you to have a go at. So I'll bring them up on the board now. But exercise 6A.